Hey, I'm Carlos, board game designer, and welcome back. While we keep building our next game, Throne of Etherwind, I want to talk about a game, and more specifically about a mechanic in that game that I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. This is part of a series I'm doing called My Favorite Games. The idea is simple. I'm not here to review games or give scores. What I want to do is share the mechanics I find genuinely interesting, ideas from other designers that inspired me, I think are worth understanding and that I enjoy seeing at the table. This week, SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. It came out in 2024. You may already know it. If you don't, that's part of why I'm making this. The premise is straightforward. You are a space agency exploring the solar system looking for signs of intelligent life. You build a small engine, develop technologies, launch probes, scan for data. You do all of this alongside other players, competing quietly but constantly. Three main resources: money, energy, and cards. Money lets you play cards. Energy fuels most of your actions on the board, and cards are where the interesting decisions live. On paper, that sounds like a standard engine builder. What makes it different is how the system applies pressure from the start and how it never really lets up. Here's the mechanic I want to talk about. Cards in SETI can be used in two ways. You can pay their full cost to activate their effects, or you can spend them early for a smaller immediate benefit before you ever have the resource to play them properly. That decision is live every single turn. Do I hold this card and wait until I can activate it, or do I spend it right now for something smaller that I need right now? Resources in these games are scarce. That's not an accident, it's the design. You are never quite comfortable, you always want slightly more than what you have. And that means every card in your hand is already a small negotiation. I design games. I think about resource tensions constantly. What I find interesting here is that this approach doesn't add a rule, it reframes what a card already is. Every card has two values: what it does at full activation and what it's worth if you spend it early. You're always trading between them. That's a clean idea. Each player has a personal board with three technology paths. Each one pulls the game in a different direction. You can't develop all three because resources won't allow it. That's a genuine fork in the road you have to commit early. And because your technology shapes how your engine grows, the path you choose changes how the whole game feels for you. You are not just reacting to the board. You are building towards something specific, knowing you're giving up other options to do it. The exploration board is where the player interactions lives. You launch probes, move through the solar system, reach planets, unlock benefits. You can also scan, gathering data that fits into the technology. This is where the game gets competitive in a quiet way. There are small races happening simultaneously for position, for data, for planets. No single track dominates, but being slightly ahead or behind on any of them adds up. Each game, two alien races are chosen randomly. They are not revealed until specific moments during play. That forces you to stay flexible. You're building an engine, but you're also watching what gets revealed and adjusting. It's the main driver of replayability, combined with the card variation, the technology options, and the different starting conditions. The game genuinely plays different each time. If you like games where resources are tight and decisions compound over time, this is the kind of thing you'll enjoy. The interaction is subtle. It's not confrontational, but you are always aware of what other players are building towards. That awareness shapes your decisions. It plays in around 2 to 3 hours, and the rules aren't heavy. The weights come from the choices, not the rulebook. The Board Game Geek link is in the description. If you've played, I'm particularly curious about the card mechanic. Whether holding or spending early felt like a real decision each time, or whether the game tends to push you towards one answer once you know it well. Leave a comment. Next week we are back to the design diary. See you then.